Hello fighters. Recognize this skin? What about this one? That's right, these are the skins from the rarest collection in the game, Nameless. This is what we are going to talk about today. We'll tell you why this mysterious collection exists. It dates back to 2018. Experienced players probably remember the Assistance collection that had the AWM Sport skin in it. This is how it all started. The developers came up with the idea to make a second version of the skin by changing the color and adding a couple of small details. And actually, if you compare them, you'll see that the texture is the same. At that time, the skin was exclusive and only developers had it in their inventory. But when it piqued the players' interest and they asked to add it into a collection, the devs listened to their request, and that very year, the second version of the AWM Sport became available for players. But in order to maintain the exclusivity, it was decided not to add the skins from the Nameless collection into cases. Instead, they could be received only after the end of the match. Today, there are 12 skins from the Nameless collection in the game. Let's try to figure out why there has been so few of them in almost 6 years. First of all, we realized the importance of this collection, so we deliberately don't add many skins into it, because we want to keep the collection exclusive and rare. All those who have such skins in their inventory are either lucky, for the chances of getting them are pretty low, or wealthy, since these skins can be bought on the marketplace. They are pricey, which further emphasize their exclusivity. But what's so unusual about these skins other than rarity? And why exactly did they end up in this collection and not some others? Nameless collection is a group of skins that look unusual for skins that have an interesting idea behind them. Besides, the skins that weren't added into a season collection but would be a welcome addition to the game could be added to the Nameless collection. For example, the G22 Relic was in the works long before it appeared in the Nameless collection. This skin was added into the game, tested, and then removed because it didn't fit into any collection stylistically. And this is where the Nameless collection came into play. The skin became part of it a year later. The same happened with the FN Fall Leather. It also didn't match the style of the game because of the minimalistic coloring, but it ended up in the Nameless collection. By the way, there is room for Easter eggs too. You can still see the national dish of Tatarstan, Achpachmak, in this box on Arena. And a charm with the same name was added to the Nameless collection. This dish was chosen for a reason, because the studio was once founded in Kumkor, the Republic of Tatarstan. But the most attentive ones noticed a reference to the divs of the first AWM Sport V2 skin. The stock of this ruffle features our old team logo. So to some extent, it is a kind of history of difficult path that we have taken along with the players. Let's talk a little bit about the life of these skins behind the scenes. For instance, who decides why a particular skin should appear in the collection? In this regard, everything is quite democratic and simple. Those who make the skins, designers and artists, decide their fate. They have the right to suggest a skin that will be added into a collection. If the other employees support the suggestion, the skin makes it into the collection. By the way, there was a time when even a famous Fury was suggested to be added into this collection. But it never happened, because otherwise it would be resulted in oversaturation of good skins. Well, it doesn't mean that similar skins won't appear in the future. And now's the time for some interesting statistics on the skins from this collection. Can you guess how many skins from this collection have existed in the entire history of Standoff 2? You won't believe it, the number will shock you. There are 669 copies of the most famous AWM Sport V2 skins in the game. Of course, Karambit Gold takes the second place, amounting to 437 skins. The G22 Relic comes third, 252 skins. You can see the remaining information of the other skins in this collection in the list below. But among all these skins, there are some that no one uses. Actually, the players with low in-game activity have these items, so they don't play the game, but they have a skin from the Nameless collection in the inventory. Here are the stats of such inactive skins. There are not many of them out there. Who knows, maybe the owners of these skins are waiting for them to increase in value, or maybe these players simply forgot about their skins. In that case, they've clearly lost a lot of gold. But in general, the Nameless collection was always been actively traded because of its rarity. You buy now, sell later, and lock in profits. The important thing here is to ensure that the calculations are correct. We decided to touch on this very topic in our video for a reason. In fact, there'll be changes related to this collection in the not-too-distant future. Want to learn more about skins? There is a new short on our channel for you. It's about the skins that were removed from the game. We are sure you like it as well. Okay, no more spoilers. Make a guess as to what changes are coming in the Nameless collection in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.